Hello everyone and welcome to another tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to be talking about environmental things you can do, as well as PBR textures and why they're so important. As if you're just playing my game. We'll go for the walls. Basically what PBR means is physics-based rendering. So the light interacts with the textures. You can see there's shadows and stuff. It adds more depth into your textures, and they're very important. Now, there is a couple of ways to get PBR textures. You could go on a website like PBR Haven and you can import them themselves, or ROBLOX, just PBRs here. As you can see, you have models as well, but you have these little spheres right here, as you can see. And they add a lot more depth into the overall lighting. It just works better than swapping a texture image over it. And these are actually very customizable. So if I just open a new base plate, and then what we can do is just search PBR to import that. So if you want PBR textures, you go to material and see nothing's there. Okay. So the base textures, you have to put it in material service in here. And as you can see, there's a lot more textures for us to work with here. I'm going to be showing some off. Right here, if we're just getting it apart. Just gonna make it 4x4x1. So yeah, scale up a bit more. Like that. Gonna add a material to it. Like this brick wall. Some PBRs you won't be able to recolor, but as you can see, this one lets us recolor it. We'll go with a nice kind of that color. Sand yellow. I'll make it nighttime because I'm gonna use stuff like point lights to kind of show you the shadows and stuff. So yeah, so we have a little thing right here. This is going to be a surface light. It's gonna be on the bottom. You're gonna be wondering, this looks kind of bad. See, the texture looks it's kinda washed out. It's not what you want. Okay, that's because Roblox default, shut them up if you switch it to future. As you can see, that looks a lot better. So I commonly use this for like wall lights if I'm like shining it on a wall. And it can look like that. So yeah. only future lighting technology actually supports PBRs. Because if I went to shadow map, that's what it would look like if I just like slapped an image on it, and it doesn't look that good. But future is the one that actually supports physics-based rendering. So as you can see, there's a lot more shadows. It looks more like it's like the brick circuit coming out. It's more bumpy. There's more depth pretty much. As you see, if we go against it, it's completely flat, but it gets that illusion, which is what you want. You want it to have like more detail. So that's the surface light. So I'm just gonna copy paste this. Here, what I'm gonna make is a point light. Basically, what point lights are, it's just light emitting from a single point in an object. As you see, it just goes around, put shadows on it as well. You get some. Also, PBRs have reflections. I don't know if you see that. They have reflections on that. Also, what you can do with point lights is always, to be honest, is that you can just put them in attachments to modify its like position without moving the actual part. So you add an attachment, you parent the pointer to the attachment, and you can move the attachment around without moving the actual weight. This is, sometimes I use that, but not a lot. But it is kind of useful to know. And then finally we have spotlight, which works a lot like a surface light, but instead of a surface light be, because a surface light is a rectangle, but a spotlight is more of it's a cone pretty much. If I take that, delete this point light, it also comes out of a specific face. Let's move it back. You can actually change it so if it facing the back, and you have a lot more options like angle. Change it really low and then turn the brightness up or down. Which I think is a cool effect. Go in game and we can see how that looks right now. So yeah. Another thing I want to get on about is slating. This tool can actually create some very cool effects. See, this doesn't look like nighttime. Actually kind of does, but like change ambience. Just gives it a sort of tint. I think Roblox is usually around 70. So that. We turn it all the way down. Then ambience again, turn it all the way down. Shadow softness. All of that. Exposure as well. As well as I'm going to go into post-processing effects. Atmosphere, sky, well these are post-processing effects. But the main one that isn't default for some reason is color correction. Brightness, contrast, saturation is more of like color. Contrast, I think, is how intense shadows are, and brightness is pretty self-explanatory. It's how bright they are. I think the most big mistake some people make is the overload their games with saturation. It just hurts to look at. So sometimes I actually put the saturation to negative, like that. And change the tint color as well. Tint is like that atmosphere, but it changes with the lights. So you can get that like cold effect by changing it to blue. Or you can get like a warm effect by changing it over to orange. It's like temperature effects. So a lot like brightness. You can turn it down to kind of like that, or you can just turn it up. So like that. Switching back to that one scene here. You see, it's very I didn't use a ton of saturation in this. Yeah, the saturation is actually negative. Because if I were to look that, oh, ouch. But yeah. To contrast out, this actually has no tint color to it. But yeah. I think it was fine with that tint color, because if I put a tint color on it, I don't think much changes. But it's like a minty green. So we open another one of my scenes. This one's a good example of sun rays and atmosphere effects. Atmosphere is also quite important when handling stuff like that. Gives a nice fog effect. Let's see, we have it here. Let's size it up. Here we have it. Atmosphere effect basically scatters sunlight in different ways to get out like misty effect, foggy effect. Very good for sunlights. If I go into my lighting, day, because I have different settings for day and night. So this is my nighttime. So we'll stop that. We have all sorts of color correction. It's about average, to be honest. But yeah, what I wanted to talk about is atmosphere. These are my settings. Density is how thick it looks. So yeah. Offset. I'm not really sure what that does, but I usually keep it at 0. Glare is how bright celestial bodies are, like the sun. Let's see. You don't want to set that to max, otherwise it's yeah. Haze is how high it goes. 0 haze, what does nothing. You turn it up. It has the gradient effect like that. Your decay is, I think, that color there. It's actually wrong color. It's this color here. Just gonna set it to whatever you want to. And your color is, I think, the inner parts. Yeah, it's your like main color. So I think those two colors will blend and it will make the rest. But this is a very good tool for making foggy scenes or sunset scenes. Because if this was like that, I don't think that would look very good. But having that is better. Sun rays, it's not much you can do with sun rays, to be honest. Intensity and spread. Don't make it too intense, obviously. Design was spread. Skyboxes. You can also have clouds. Make it cover your scene. You make it not cover your scene. It also blocks the sun as well if the clouds go in front of it. Etc. You can also change wind as well. Grass length, that's I think that's kind of new. Change the material colors of the terrain, which I think is what I've done here. I think global wind is in workspace. If I can just find it. If not, I think it's in. Yeah, global wind, here we are. So you have this cool menu. This affects particle emitters and grass. Change the which is just the rotation of it, and the pitch, which is yeah, you can change particle emitters, I think. Wind affects drag, which fire has it, I'm pretty sure. If I just insert a new avatar. And then you put in a new fire. Yeah, as you can see, the fire gets affected a lot. Oh my, okay. That's because the speed's at 800. But you can turn that down. But yeah, pretty sure you can disable that. I don't think so. You can. Okay, that's interesting. That's also a feature. That's kind of all I have to share about environmentals today. There's really not much to talk about. Although I think I will be making a terrain tutorial soon with PBRs. So, that will suit your needs. And yeah, I'll see you next time.